If you're considering Colorado for your home, consider this amazing community as your next home.
All right, so today we are going to take you on a journey to Sanctuary Pointe. We're actually here right now in the middle of highlighting this amazing community. I made Kayleen get ready.
Oh my gosh,
for today.
Just a sec, this is not scripted.
Oh yeah, this is funny.
Look at how cute. Somebody's walking their little dog and he left his shoes. We'll put them back.
Let's go take a look at this community.
We are taking you all, though, to an exclusive luxury listing here in Colorado Springs, one of our favorite areas, Sanctuary Pointe, and one of our favorite builders. We aren't going to tell you yet because you're going to have to see it, and then we'll break the news who that builder is.
Yeah, so we are about, what are we, 2.5 miles out. We're actually filming another community today for you guys too, so you have to watch the other video coming up. But these are two of my favorite places. Like if I talk about living, actually we're in Monument, so but Northern Colorado Springs.
In fact, while we're talking, I'm going to turn around so you can see where we're at. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back that up. What were you saying?
Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're giving you an exclusive inside look at a saddle tree home, a custom built home, the lifestyles, what it looks like to live in Sanctuary Pointe. Sanctuary Pointe, you guys, is one of my favorite places to zone in on. There's like 3 or 4 places that I'm always like, gosh, one day when I retire, here's where I want to relive, or here's where I'd love to raise a family, or here's a great area with great lifestyle here in Colorado. So we're going to show you a lot of different aspects today of Sanctuary Pointe. Stay tuned to the end. You're not going to miss what's at the end. It's a special treat just for you guys. So right now I'm going to hop over and I want to kind of show you, we're going to look at some existing inventory homes. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase that for everyone. That is being built currently by Saddle Tree. Saddle Tree is a semi-custom builder, gorgeous home for 1.8. Yes, that's right, $1.8 million, but you're about to see why. So let's head on over and look at this home here. And I'm going to kind of walk you through it, and then we're going to jump over to Kayleen, who's on scene, and is going to show you directly what this house looks like. All right, so you can see here, this is what is currently being built in Sanctuary. You can see it is a gorgeous home. You have full-on wall-to-wall sliders going across this backyard. Talk about the Colorado lifestyle. It is what I love about Sanctuary Pointe, is you are in the trees, but yet you are close to all the amenities, close to I-25 to shoot up to Denver or south to Colorado Springs. This isn't what the outside of this current home looks like. It has more of that farmhouse style. This is the front, or the craftsman elevation. As we go through some of these pictures, though, the inside is what I want you to see. We're going to take you over there. Kayleen's there now, and you're going to see this home currently at its studs. So it hasn't even been, I don't think it's even at drywall yet. We'll take a look. But it's hard to picture what the actual home is going to look like once it's complete. So I wanted to kind of show you some of these pictures of the work that Saddle Tree does. Beautiful home in a gorgeous location here in, actually it's in Monument, so Northern Colorado Springs area. So gorgeous features. You can see it pulls in that brass gold features, that dark black windows, completely modern, and that is the outside of the exterior. So you have that wall, or one end to one end deck, fully overlooking that Pikes Peak region in the Front Range. So that's one. There's one other thing I wanted to show you, and it was just some renderings. So that's kind of what the front of that home looks like, so you can see. So I'm going to stop talking at you. Let's head on over to Kayleen, who is now over on site. Heading into Sanctuary Pointe, which you can see those trees straight ahead, which is why I love this area. So we're going to show you 2 different lifestyles here in the Monument, Colorado Springs area. Sanctuary Pointe is a planned, mitigated community. You're not going to have the pools, though, but we're going to definitely dive in deep to what this area looks like today.
So if you're looking for a luxury new build in Colorado Springs, Monument area, I cannot recommend enough how much we love Sanctuary Pointe. Anything from being able to build your home of your dreams to an existing home already on the market, anything from a patio home to a multi-level home over 5,000 square feet. This community is also scattered with parks and trails throughout, and you get to see that view everywhere you walk and out your doors.
All right, we are on scene here, as you can see. Where's Kayleen? Oh, there she is.
Yes. So before we even go in, check this out. I don't know if you can see the mountain views. You'll be able to see them from.
I'll kind of walk up there for you guys a little bit.
You'll be able to see them from the patio.
From the top, so you can see some of these homes. Obviously, some construction going on. We're in, like I noted, filing 7.
So let me tell you this, though. The reason why we're calling it a diamond in the rough is that it's a new build home in this incredible location, and yet the builder themselves is holding off on picking the finishes so that the potential buyer can still have a say in what they want this home to look like. That's what you're going to get for almost $1.8 million is this incredible home. The builder's already done all of the structural, picked out the floor plan, added in the upgrades, extended patios, but you still get to pick out the finishes yourself. So let's go in and check out where they're at in this build. I think they're in between, they're about ready to drywall. So you'll be able to get
home. This home is amazing. As we walk up to there, I want to show you. So obviously,
look at the giant trees around it for a new build.
Your Colorado living right there. That, I mean, honestly, Kaylee and I always talk about this, but our dream home, we kind of change. Sometimes I'm downtown living. Sometimes I'm in Sanctuary Pointe.
This is Colorado.
Lake, this is a gorgeous home here. Well, this extra bathroom right here does not come with it. That will be removed, just so you all know. But, you know, this long driveway that goes around, you do have more privacy than in some other new builds just because of the trees. And Sanctuary Pointe does a really good job of situating their lots. And so you do have a larger lot and privacy here in this community.
So before we go inside, I wanted to point out some of the exterior features that make this home incredible. So the patio itself, I don't think the video can even show you how big, grand, vast it is. But on top of that, they've added in extra lighting on the patio. They have exposed beams for that Colorado feel. They've paired horizontal cement board siding with batten board siding up in the peaks. All, this white, bright, modern feel paired with the rustic timbers on the beams themselves. So let's go in and take a look.
I want you guys just to see how quiet it is here. So really you are in the heart of Monument. You are probably about, as you saw us drive in, about 5 minutes from I-25, but yet it's quiet. It smells like pine. Like if there's a candle burning with a pine during the Christmas, it smells like that forest feel, but yet you're right here in the heart of Colorado Springs. Blue skies. We're going to show you those views. Let's take you inside this home. What I love about this builder is that they do an amazing job in the quality of their build. So you can see landscaping. You have that stone wall coming up. They don't ever skimp on the finishes with this builder. All right, so we're in here. Kayleen's going to tell you a little bit. She's chomping at the bit to tell you about what makes luxury here.
Sorry, I hit my mic, guys. Well, what makes a home luxury? One, in Colorado, it has to be location. It has to be the perfect lot. And now what we're about to show you are all of the structural options that the builder has put in this build to make it luxury. First of all, it's a semi-custom floor plan. And so one, the extra large sliders with the transoms up above that shows you floor to ceiling views of Pikes Peak, that costs money. Now if Lori can pan over here, there is a see-through fireplace. This is your living area on my left-hand side, and then see-through fireplace into the dining over here, which is surrounded by windows.
And I'd like to point out another huge, large slider, which again enhances that natural light. So one thing we forgot to mention is one thing I love when people do new builds is a lot of times our clients will sign the interior walls of these. And so you kind of leave your personal mark here. So we've had clients do that before, which I love. But this is main level living at its finest. So if you want to, Keely wants to come actually through these walls, I want to show you this master here. If you can picture it with this view of Pikes Peak. Large windows in here with your own fireplace. So fireplaces a lot of times are optional, but you have not only that see-through fireplace we mentioned before, but you have this fireplace right here in your master. And then you have huge master bath in here with full walk-on shower, bathtub, huge closet. You might have to do some extra shopping just to fill this closet. So laundry's on this level, extra bedrooms are on this level. You can do your entire living all on one main level.
So I know it's kind of hard to picture how great this home can be. And so what we're going to do, we're going to actually take you over to a model home and show you a finished home here in Sanctuary Pointe. Stay tuned.
So if you want a dirt start here in Colorado and you want to build your own dream home here and have that as your backdrop, make sure you reach out to us. Drop those numbers below into your phone. We can help you find your dream home here in Colorado.
Now, Sanctuary Pointe, what I love about it, it's totally that modern mountain view, modern mountain look. Like all of their light poles have the metal on them. They have split rail fencing. The homes are new, great builders throughout there. We're actually going in. I'm kind of lost. That's why I'm
really
talking slow. I've never gone this way.
You have to go through Prominent Point to get to.
Okay, so there's multiple ways to get to Sanctuary Pointe. So this is through an older neighborhood, but right down the street from like the grocery store and some of the schools. I didn't realize you can even get there through this way.
Really?
I'm learning something.
Yeah, like a lot of clients will zone into these areas and they'll really want to see some new builds. And so we'll start at Forest Lakes and show them what that looks like. And then we'll go over to Sanctuary Pointe. Very different looks, I feel.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed checking out that spectacular semi-custom build in Sanctuary Pointe. We absolutely love Saddle Tree. They build a fabulous home. But also what I wanted to show you, what we came back into the studio to try to show you besides just out and about, is all about the lifestyle that Sanctuary Pointe has to offer. So for that, I'm going to bring you over to my computer and show you a couple photos and talk to you about what it's like to live up there. And then we're going to go back out into the field and I'm going to show you what we experienced when we were out there. So let's go. So Sanctuary Pointe is the ultimate Colorado lifestyle, in my opinion. When we talk to people on the phones and they want to move to Colorado, it's always been a dream. This is what I imagine. One thing that Sanctuary Pointe has to offer that other areas don't is the new builds within the forest. And I just wanted to give you a visual of that and talk you through what your day-to-day is going to look like. So Sanctuary Pointe, these are your views. Let me try to find, this literally is the view you get to experience as you walk through the entire community. Sanctuary Pointe is a planned community, and so throughout that community is trails and parks scattered everywhere. Here's one of the little pop-up parks. If you have a home and you want to bring kids or grandkids or just go sit out at a park, they even had little libraries to switch books at throughout the community. You'll experience a lot of nature when you're out there. When we were walking, we discovered a couple things from nature that we're going to take you out to see as well. But just wanted to give you a little bit of a visual. I know I had talked about even as far as the light poles, it's definitely, even though you're in the forest, sometimes you can get a very eclectic feel. Sanctuary Pointe is a pulled together planned community, which in my opinion is just it's great because you know your real estate investment is going to maintain a certain standard. So with that being said, I'm going to bring you back out on a walk with us. I think Lori was even running down a trail. Let's go check it out.
One thing I love about this community is that you have natural trails right outside your door, so you can hit the ground running in Colorado.
And I can stand here with you.
Yes, okay.
I can stand here with you.
We found this
So
guy
we came across a local resident of Sanctuary Pointe,
who was
and
actually laughing at me while I was running, let's be honest. So
Well,
and we
I
asked
haven't seen
him.
many people jogging in a dress and cowboy hat, so it was a little unique.
Even in
But,
Colorado?
yeah, that's the thing about Sanctuary Point. You see so many wonderful
Active.
things.
Yeah.
Active. I live in a patio home, so I have
Okay.
no maintenance, but I can walk in a beautiful community, and right out my door there are trails.
So
to
why did you
Fox
pick
Run.
Sanctuary? Because of the
Because
Colorado feel, the trees?
We moved from Ohio,
Okay.
and we wanted to be in a place that really felt like Colorado.
Yep.
And this is it. It's beautiful.
Well-
and we have views of Pikes Peak every turn.
Uh-huh.
So we
And
we
it's
love it.
still that like controlled, planned community, so you know your home value and your
Exactly.
investment is in a good spot.
There's no question about that. We've been here. We moved in new build 6 years ago, and the appreciation has been incredible.
Yeah.
So
Well, and one thing about Sanctuary Point that we've noticed when we have clients that want to live in the trees, then they come see a house in the trees, but they're like, it's too dark. They've mitigated this community so well that you still get the sunshine, the views.
right, and they made sure when they built all the homes that fire mitigation was part of the plan. So
Yep.
trees are away from the houses.
Yep.
So there's no issue there, and yeah, it's beautiful.
So if this isn't heaven on earth, I don't know what is. So what is so amazing about Sanctuary is that you're still in these amazing ponderosa pines, and yet they're maintained, they're trimmed up, you can walk through it, but the views are unheard of. This really is as close to heaven as you can get. So we not only wanted to show you the community, but what your backyard could look like. So we picked out this home behind us. They have about everything you would need. So they have a shed, plenty of space here. It's split rail fencing, but yet they have wiring for probably a small animal that they may have. There's garden planters up next to the home. And if you walk along the line, fence line, you'll see an amazing covered patio and plenty of flat ground space if you had a trampoline or wanted to kick a ball or throw a ball around. And there's also a trail right behind it for privacy. So when you're in Colorado, people move here because of the nature. We are literally just walking, and look at this little bird egg.
Aren't you supposed to put it back in the nest?
No, you aren't supposed to touch it because
What do
then
you-
the mom won't come back. It's just,
gonna get stepped
it's
on.
for another animal to use for their health benefits. So when we were driving, I was telling you all about the aesthetics for Sanctuary Point. It's kind of that mountain modern. And Lori's pointing out to you, I know it's silly, but it's the light poles throughout the community. It's reclaimed wood paired with iron and just very mountain modern, Colorado-esque. And that's the feel and the aesthetic of Sanctuary Point.
One pro, and maybe it's a con, is that when you live in Colorado in these beautiful neighborhoods, you have family and friends who want to visit you daily. So make sure you have that guest room in your new home. All right, so we just want to show you what it's like to go for a walk here. You've always wanted to go for a walk with Colorado's finest, so let's go.
So we are now in Sanctuary Pointe, and I don't know if you can see here. I'm gonna try to come over here. I can't quite get Pikes Peak,
Yeah, we'll show
but
you.
it's a little bit more open, a lot more mitigated than just in any forest.
Like Black Forest can be
Black
kind of dense.
Forest area.
Even Woodmore, I think, is a little more dense than some of the sanctuary.
And it's still like a put together feel.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Definitely.
Like in the forest, you can get into homes that have no HOA, you can do whatever you want. But then again, you can have, you know, a manufactured home right next door. So it's real hard to, you know, pull that multi-million-dollar price tag. Whereas when you're in a community like Sanctuary Pointe, you know your real estate investment will continue to grow in value because the homes around it are, you know, being built to the same standards.
Back in the studio, you just got done seeing me do a run in the park with a dress and a cowboy hat on, which made people smile. So I guess I accomplished my goal there. So I hope you got a good feel for the neighborhoods and the lifestyle that Sanctuary Pointe actually exudes when you move there and live there and place your roots down there, what you'd actually get to experience. And so now Kayleen is off to another inventory home in that area, but I'm going to pop you actually onto our MLS. What I love about showing you guys the back end of our MLS is we show you a lot of new builds, custom homes, but you also can see what's for sale there and active or like recently under contract to get a feel for what that may look like from an existing standpoint home. So when you guys reach out to us, we put you guys up on an email list. Make sure you are reaching out to us. We'd absolutely love to help you make that move. Again, all the numbers are below. Do it. But what we do is set you up in a home search. We might give you a driving tour if you're in town. A lot of things we do. Also check out our Google reviews, all 5 stars. I'd like to mention Colorado's Finest Agency. We communicate, we love what we do, but that's because we take so much time and effort to find you a good home that fits, that is in your budget, that fits your lifestyle here in Colorado, whatever that may be. We have sold it all. So I'm going to pop over to the MLS here and show you that back end, which is amazing to see just from a logistical standpoint. So let's hop over to the actual Pikes Peak MLS. All right, so here I am. I'm going to put Sanctuary Pointe in as our neighborhood. Just kind of zone it down. And so here you go. You can currently see there are 2 under contract, and we actually have quite a bit of active. They could be new builds. New builds are also in our MLS, and so we're going to take a look and show you. I have not mapped this out or planned this ahead of time, so you get really a live feed of kind of when we're searching for homes for our clients, what we are seeing. And so if a client is like, you know, I really love that video of Sanctuary Pointe, it's, you know, kind of where we want to live, or maybe this other area as well. This is what we do on the back end as well, is kind of search that, search those homes to see what we think is a good fit for you as well. So this is kind of what pops up. So this one's $950. You can see Thundercat Way. Actually, I have a good friend who lives on this street. Hopefully it's not them that's moving. But you can kind of go through here and just see the finishes. And I love to show you guys what that backyard looks like as well. And you can see the layouts. Like, these are raised ranches. We have a ton of raised ranches in the Sanctuary Pointe area. There are some 2 stories, but a lot of them might be height restricted because everyone, again, wants to not block those views of that front range. And so that's why you see that a lot here, or due to grading, as far as like having a full walkout basement, those can be a little more expensive as well. So let me get to the backyard here. Again, that's our full basements here, which I want to point out does let in a lot of natural light. Full walkout basements, usually 10-foot, 9-foot ceilings in that basement, which does not make it feel like that dungeony feeling like you might think of for those homes. So that was one option. And then let's just see, you have a 1.08, 1.15, 1.7. That's the one that we highlighted earlier today for you guys. And so this one is probably right outside. That's actually not in Sanctuary Pointe per se. But let's hop over to this 879 one of the lower price points that we've seen currently here. But look at that backyard. Again, you pull in those ponderosa pines. And I'm going to go backwards here. So usually a lot of times you can see the aerial shots and that backyard for that Colorado outdoor living that we have here. So that is a little overview. I mean, look at that. That's your lifestyle right there. Look at that front range, you guys. I know you probably want to make that move here after seeing that. Colorado is a gorgeous place to live. Of course, always pros and cons, but for the most part, I love living in Colorado, raised my family here, absolutely love it. So that is a little overview. Right now, we are gonna pop on over to Kayleen. She is now at that other existing new build. We're gonna show you the inside and show you some of the information and the good deets on that one. Let's go.
So I know you've been waiting and we've been stringing you along. We're gonna show you inside one of the model homes here at Sanctuary Pointe. Finished, that is. Let's go. There's the people.
All right, we are in. Hey there.
Hi, ladies. How's it going?
Good. We are
Hey.
filming for a client. Can we film the model real quick? Do you want to be on the video and tell them about it? No? No? All right.
You have
fine.
air conditioning in here. I want to
Feels
be in
great.
here.
It's hot out here today. So, anyways.
What floor plan is this one?
Somerset.
This reminds me of the one
Smells it.
in Forest Meadows,
Forest Meadows.
but the other builder, Vanguard.
Oh.
No, Creekstone.
No,
Oh,
there's no
it was
Creekstone.
just this area. But
Yeah.
then when I get back here, it's so
All
Somerset.
right, so tell them about this model, Kayleen. Give them the
Well,
lowdown.
let me look first.
Just getting her bearings, ladies and gentlemen. So another thing that they have here is these covered patios. A lot of times, sorry, they're a little noisy over there. They're actually finishing up a new build. These can be expanded depending upon your taste and your budget, built to what you need. You can have your coffee out here in the morning. What we love about these homes out here in Sanctuaries, they have a lot of a normal yard, and then they have a natural scape behind it. And you will also notice that split rail fencing that is required throughout the neighborhood, and you can put that chicken wire in it if you have animals. Kayleen, take us upstairs and show us what the deets are up here.
So this is interesting that I haven't seen before. They actually did LVP on the upstairs. It is a nice feel. They kept some carpeting on the stairs for a soft landing, but up here in the Somerset, this is an office or loft area. Again, there was one right off the front as well. Master.
I love this master. I love having the extra
Patio.
just here where you can sit in the morning and have your coffee.
Private patio. Enough for a sitting space, plenty of room for dressers, giant walk-in closet, and a nice size
Here
shower.
we are. Just highlighting homes for you guys. Look at this shower. Pretty good, decent sized shower.
Check out this closet. So the Somerset does have a smaller footprint. So depending on the lot that you pick that Classic owns, if you're wanting more of a yard space, you'd pick a home with a smaller footprint. So the Somerset could be it.
We have run off after that before. Do you remember a client? They full on did the largest ranch possible, and they realized their backyard was going to be about 2 feet. And they quickly redid that to have that smaller footprint you talked about.
So we're talking about how many bedrooms and bathrooms. The Somerset has a total of 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 4-car garage, and those are the stats on the Somerset. So if you're thinking of building in Forest Lakes, lots are running out fast. The builder that we're standing here with only has 4 lots left available. So if you're thinking that Forest Lakes may be the place for you, you got to act fast. Give us a call, 719-639-3393. We are Colorado's finest and the original YouTube channel here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, so Sanctuary Pointe and the other one we're going to highlight today in a different video. What I love about them, we had a couple come through our open house. They've been looking forever. They were renting in Flying Horse, and they were frustrated by finding the home for them. And we're like, have you ever been to here and here? And they're like, no, where is it? I'm like, let me pinpoint it for you on a map. You got to keep driving. Like, they're kind of not something that you would just run across unless you kind of know what you're looking for, I would say. But we are pulling up here in a minute.
So I know we've talked a lot about Sanctuary Pointe. I encourage you to Google it, look at the community itself. We have a whole video on Sanctuary Pointe. The section that we're showing you right now is where there is luxury, custom, and semi-custom homes. They are the premium lots with views and trees. You know, I think a lot of people don't like new builds because they want that mature landscaping. Well, here you get the best of both worlds, because what they've done is just mitigated the forest, so you still have tall, very Colorado-esque landscaping, and yet.
Hey everyone, so now you're in for a special treat. We're back here in the studio. You saw a semi-custom built home, you saw the neighborhoods, you saw a inventory home that is built by one of a major builder here. We popped on the MLS and showed you what some different price points are within that sanctuary. And now I'm gonna show you, and I have some special clips for you of Kayleen and I at the park. Kayleen's there right now, but we are going to talk about what it looks like and where it actually is located. So I'm going to pop on my map here, my Google Maps, and actually show you where Sanctuary Pointe is. I know you guys can see us drive in, but I know that also gets confusing as you're not here to see where that is located. So I'm going to pop on and walk through this area, and then we're going to jump back over to the park and show you kind of what that lifestyle looks like there as well. So let's get started. All right, so here is Google Maps, you guys. You can see this is all of Colorado Springs, this general area here, downtown Colorado Springs, center Colorado Springs, right here, this baby. And then you can see, you could go up north here. Here's I-25, that major corridor that runs north and south, all the way Denver, Fort Collins, and all the way south as well. So that's kind of like a main staple that runs north and south. And you have Pikes Peak and the whole Front Range, all this green here. So green, when you're looking on a map, usually means good things here for Colorado. It means you are in the forest, you're in the mountains. You know, a lot of that natural wildlife, that Colorado lifestyle is in those areas. So I'm going to zoom in here. You can see Brighter Gate. You get up to Northgate, Glen Eagle, and then towards this northern part, that's Monument, Woodmore area that we're going to zone into a little bit here so I can show you exactly where we're located. So in this northern section, you will see that there is Fox Run Regional Park, great park. There's horseback riding, tons of trails. Preserved area here in the northern section, northern Colorado Springs and Monument. And then as we zone in here, zoom in, we can zone or zoom, you will see that Sanctuary Pointe resides right here off of Baptist Road, right next to Fox Run Regional Park, and it pulls in those Ponderosa Pines into this neighborhood, which you've seen from a lot of the driving shots that we have done, why our clients have loved that area as well. So you can see here, there is, here's some of the development that's been going on there. And then throughout here, again, is built-in planned parks within this community for everyone to take advantage of. And so again, we're kind of in our later filings of this. So there are existing homes that pop up, as you saw as well. But a great area here for the parks. And then I just wanted to zoom out to show you, you know, here's your grocery store, right? Important, King Soopers. Is there a Costco real close by? No, you're probably about 15, 20 minutes from a Costco more in Colorado Springs. But you are close to a lot of amenities that filter in right here as well for you to take advantage of. The lakes are over here as well, golf course up here. So great area. So we're gonna head on over to the park. Kayleen is there now, gonna show us a little bit of what it looks like actually there on scene. Let's go take a look.
So we wanted to tell you all just a couple pros and cons of living in Sanctuary Pointe. So we're going to go back and forth and just share a couple from each of us. So,
And I wanted to ride in the teeter-totter, let's be honest.
yeah. So when we are talking cons, I will say you are up in Monument. So if you're looking for something in the heart of Colorado Springs, you're just further north, maybe closer to that north end of Colorado Springs. Close to I-25 still though, so if you're need to commute up north to Denver, you're close to Denver, but maybe not the heart of Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I can see that. And a pro for me is you can live out here in the trees. I always think of like sometimes Black Forest, lots are very different depending upon when you're living, but here in Sanctuary Pointe, you have the Colorado living with the Ponderosa Pines, views of the mountains, and a lot of privacy.
So a pro for me is that if you want a home that's going to hold its value, which anywhere in Colorado and Colorado Springs is a great place to buy real estate, but Sanctuary Pointe has homes anywhere from high 700 to multi-million dollars. And so if you're talking comps and resale, the home values are here to be able to, you know, make the home yours, put in some touches, and most likely you'll be able to get that money back out when you go to sell.
A pro for me would be the school district. Lewis Palmer 38 is a great school, as well as The con may be also that if you want a more affordable home in the 500s-600s, you're probably not going to find that here.
Well, and I will point out that sometimes people are torn because they want to be in the forest, but they still want views. They still want a new home. Well, if those are things that they're really wanting, I would send you here to Sanctuary Pointe.
And one other thing I want to quick mention is you notice we're not highlighting, we're not jumping in a pool, we're not highlighting the fitness center. There's planned parks and trails throughout this entire community, but there is not that master plan pool community center feeling here in Sanctuary Pointe. But let's go take a look.
So Sanctuary Pointe exceeds even our expectations, and here's a couple reasons why. So there are little parks scattered throughout. This particular park has one of the neighborhood libraries to share and rent out books. There are these little pocket playgrounds throughout the neighborhood that's just perfect to be able to take an afternoon or a morning walk, kids, grandkids. Maybe you just want to go and get out of your backyard and enjoy the outdoors. This is where it's at.
Are you questioning where you should live in Colorado? We are going to show you one of the top communities here today. Let's go take a look.
So we are talking to you all about homes in Sanctuary Pointe. We're going to take you to that model. How many bedrooms does it have? We're going to take you through and show you.
All right, so again, remember, we are the #1 relocation team, the original. We help people make the move all the time. Make sure you drop those numbers down below into your phone, like I said, and give us a call for your one-on-one consultation, and we can help you find your dream home here in Colorado.